So thank you to the entire HEC community for creating such an amazing day for us. Obviously not as planned, but better than we could have ever imagined. And as you could see in that past video, we're just so proud of everything our students have been able to do. And I'm so excited we were able to share this all with you globally. So thank you to everyone who participated in today's live stream and everyone at home who turned into the first ever virtual HEC. As a community, we have truly made Dare to Do a reality by daring to do more in this uncertain time. Over the last week, we have felt so supported by our alumni, guests, speakers, faculty, and staff to still make this conference a success for the 95th year in a row. I'm incredibly proud of my board of directors here with me for the resilience and strength amidst these challenges. We are so grateful for each and every speaker who could breathe life into our theme and further our conference in this digital capacity. We are so lucky to have such compassionate leaders in our industry to pave the way for greater change. Thank you for all of your work. In a time of great concern and confusion, we hope that this time we shared provided you with clarity and vision for the future of hospitality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Caroline, our amazing programs director, with without this virtual conference could not have happened. It has been an honor to be part of this conference and to keep the tradition alive through any means possible. And we couldn't do it without the outpouring of support from our entire community. So I just wanted to thank you first to Cornell, who without HEC 95 wouldn't be here. Thank you to our guests near and far for your support and engagement. Thank you to the hotel school faculty and staff for your patience, mentorship, and generosity. I hope you know how much you have each shaped every single one of us here. Thank you to our wonderful donors, for without who HEC could not be possible. Thank you to Mr. Arthur Keith, your staff, and your kindness, advice, and hospitality to every single one of us. Thank you, Dean Walsh, for being an example of an incredible leader, and for your endless support of our organization and every single hotel school student throughout our entire careers here at the hotel school and beyond, but especially this past week. Thank you, HEC parents. Thank you for listening to our often stressed out, sleep-deprived, tear-filled calls. Thank you for being here every step of the way. Thank you to Mrs. K, our incredible faculty advisor. Your mentorship, guidance, empathy, and motivation have made us all stronger leaders. I know I speak for my board when I say we could not be more grateful that your office has been our home away from home. Finally, I wanted to take a moment to honor Phil Miller. This is without a doubt a bittersweet HEC for all of us, knowing how much he has missed and knowing how much light he would have shed during this time. Even without his presence, his impact can be felt for generations to come. His compassion, his humor, his laugh, his relentless energy, and his ability to make anyone he interacted with to feel heard made him the embodiment of the hotel school. He was the embodiment of a hotelie for life. He inspired and deeply impacted so many of us here and was loved and loved back by so many. Students, deans, friends, faculty, or family, Phil's love transcended generations. And even after his passing, Phil has shown us how to be hoteliers for life. As we wrap up HEC 95 and embark on an even greater global journey, I urge everyone to be a little more like Phil, to be the bridge that brings people together, to be empathetic and humble, to help anyone regardless of their background, and most importantly, just to be a genuinely good person. In thinking about Phil Miller and his tremendous impact on others, I reflected on the hoteliers who have shaped my own career. For a lot of people, that person is Phil. For me, very prominently, that person was Warner Hazel, who I hope is tuning in. But as an absolutely terrified freshman, trying to cook for 200 people in the midst of a snowstorm in HEC 92, Warner made me feel heard, important, and valued. So of course, in writing this speech, I wanted to reflect on what he had written and found it funny enough that he had thanked Matt Bernard when he was a freshman, and that Megan's speech from last year thanked Tess Williams, and I could continue on, but I just think that's really, really powerful that we are together in this community, and we're together whether or not you're a hotelie, because some hotelie took the time to give back. And that's because from 1927 through 2 world wars, a murder, and an ongoing pandemic, One thing hasn't changed. Whether you're tuning in from Japan, California, Vietnam, or France, as hoteliers, there is one thing we hold constant. That is life is service. That every true hotelier you encounter wants to give back stems from the belief that we all believe that what E.M. Statler said best. Life is service. The one who progresses is the one who gives his fellow person a little better service. Because of hoteliers like Phil Miller and Warner Hazel, we wanted to honor life as service and recognize that life as service extends to ourselves, our environment, and our society. That is why for HEC 95, our students chose to give a little more to our fellow person, and why we chose to dare to do. Throughout this year and day, it's only become more clear, and I hope it has to all of you too, that we can have such a profound positive impact on the world around us, and that's what sets us apart. To us here at HEC, the true hotelier is someone who dares to do, someone who gives to their fellow person. And for that, I am so incredibly privileged in this position that everyone I've worked with, especially in light of this past week, is a true hotelier. I wanted to take a moment to recognize the HEC 95 Board of Directors. There's no one I would rather have spent this week, day and night, working through this, and I am beyond proud of what we have achieved and persevered through. I have cherished every second of working with such a talented group of future industry leaders. And we couldn't do any of this without our assistant directors and our managers. Their dedication, service, and passion make me proud to be a hotelier and excited for the future to come. By daring to do through and continuing through difficult times, I hope that our program today has captured how we can dare to do and showcase the service-driven spirit of the hotel school. In every facet of life, we are here to serve others. With every day's news headlines, we hoteliers are here to be the restorers of our communities, to bring people together in a climate that is tearing people apart. Empathy, kindness, and community unites people. And I hope that we have achieved that here today and throughout this entire year of planning. So thank you again for daring to do with us this year. I hope to see you next year at HEC 96 as we continue the century-long tradition. Thank you.